How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin back with another video. I'm going to be making two knives again. This will be number 5 and 6. So we're gonna go ahead and get forging. I'm not going to show a lot of the forging. I did a couple videos on me forging. I'm not great at it, but I'm sure you've seen them if you've seen this one. If you're watching this one, you've probably seen the other ones. I'm going to be doing more on the handle work than the forging of the knife. So this one's going to be more on the handles than the knife. You'll see a little bit of me making the knife, but not a whole lot. And then I'll just do bits and pieces so I don't drag it on a big old boring video. So we're going to get started. We got the forge going now. We'll let this heat up a little bit, and then we're going to get our steel in there and start working it. Well, we're working on knife number 5, and it's starting to look good. I've been grinding for a couple days. I only work on it a little bit when I feel like it. So we got a couple days in grinding, and it's actually turning out to be a really nice knife. So I'm just basically cleaning up the blade, trying to get it the shape that I need. So I just wanted to keep you guys posted and let you know how it's going. This is going to be a beautiful knife. Love it. Okay, this is what we got the knife to look like so far. I'm going to go ahead and drill the handle out. And I put some finger grooves in this one, which fits my hand really well. I'm just hoping the guy that I'm making it for, it fits his too. So, as you can see, it fits real well. So we're going to go ahead and drill the handle out, get the pins ready, and get the handle ready to put on there. Alright, we got the wood on here. I got some black walnut. This is the same the other handles were made out of. It's pretty old wood, so it's been down for years and years. Probably over 100 years old, some of that wood there. Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and mix up some epoxy for this knife, and we're going to go ahead and get the handle put on. Now, my garage is a mess. I've been trying to work on the camper, just trying to do too much at one time. So we're going to go ahead and get this done and see if we can get it together. I know I've been using a knife to do this, or a screwdriver, but that's okay because we got plenty of tools here to clean that screwdriver off with. So we're going to go ahead and get this all mixed up, and hopefully we'll have enough in here to do this knife. Alright. Might have screwed up already. We're going to get a little bit of alcohol, rub on a rag here, clean up our blade just in case there's any oil in there from when we was drilling the holes. We don't want anything on there. Nice and clean is what we want. So we're going to go ahead and put a layer on this part. I'll try not to make such a mess as I did the other one. Holy moly, I really had a mess. So we're going to see if we don't make that much of a mess this time. I'm going to put a little bit on this side. Get our pins over here. Better put a little bit on our pin too. I forgot the last time. I'm working on a piece of cardboard here. Go ahead and get this tapped in. I'm sorry you can't see it, but got that one tapped in. Go ahead and get the other one tapped in. I got a piece of wood on my vise over here. See, I didn't put any stuff on that one. Might as well pull it out. Put a little bit on it, so I don't forget. Oh, good. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and put some on this side. I think this knife is going to be a lot better looking. I kind of like the way I put the finger grip in there. I think it turned out pretty nice myself. I'm going to put some on this side. Put this down on our pins. And I do have my little wooden hammer now, which makes it nice. I can tap my pins down in there pretty easy. I do like the little wooden hammer. It worked out well. Now, we're going to go ahead and get this thing squeezed up in a vise and leave it sit all night, and then all we got to do is finish grinding her down. Alright, it's nice and tight in the vise. I got a piece of wood here, and our two pieces, our knife is right in between them, so we actually squeezed the brass pins right into this one and that one over there. So we'll find out what she looks like tomorrow. Well, we got the handle all glued on there. It's been setting for It's probably a day and a half, 2 days. So it's good and hard now. We're going to go ahead and start sanding on it and see if we can get the shape. I always say something's going to look worse before it starts looking better. This thing does look pretty nasty looking, but I think it's going to turn out okay. I'm going to go ahead and get it on a sander and start cleaning it up. Alright, you can see it's starting to take shape. This is going to be one really nice looking knife. I mean, to me it is. I think so. I got it, all the finger grooves in there, and I'm gonna start rounding out these where the fingers go on there. Just gonna do the best that I can. I think it's gonna be a nice knife, man. Well, we went from the belt sander, now we're to hand sanding. So I'm trying to get all the finger grooves sanded in this knife. And this is just something that's going to take time, you know. Just take your time and sand, you know. It's how good you want the knife to look. And I tell you what, anytime I make anything, I want it to be the best that I could possibly do. And right now, as this knife looks, this is number 5. And I'm telling you, this is the best knife that I've made so far. I think it's going to be a beautiful knife. So we're just going to keep sanding until we get her as perfect as we can, and then we're going to get some clear on it. We'll have this knife done. Well, I think I'm all done hand sanding. I don't think it turned out too bad. Actually, it looks really nice. I kind of like the finger grooves in it. That's something new for me. I've never done it before, and it's a little tough, but I think it turned out really well. So we're ready to go ahead and get this thing, get some clear on it, and see how she turns out. Get us a few coats of clear on this. This handle should look really nice. That's that black walnut. Man, that black walnut's some pretty wood. We're just going to put real thin coats on it, as many as we can, and it should be good. We'll sand between each coat. I'm hoping to get at least 4 coats on this. At least. That's going to be a pretty knife, man. Love it. We'll let that set and dry, let it soak in, and then we'll do a few more coats on it. Well, knife number 5 is done now. As you can see, I think it really turned out nice. This is a sweet knife. Now, when I started building these, I said knife number 5 and 6. Well, here was number 6, and I actually thought that the knife, when I started, it had a crack here, and I wasn't sure, but I ground some of that out, and that crack doesn't go. It was just a little, I think it might have been where I hit it with the hammer or something, and there's no crack. So I'll be able to make this, go ahead and take this and make it into a knife, but I'll do probably another video on knife number 6. Because, like I said, if it had a crack, I wasn't going to keep it. I was going to go ahead and discard that knife. But there's no crack in there, so we're going to be able to use it. I didn't mess with it because I needed this, at least one of these knives done. I wanted two so the guy could pick between two knives, but just couldn't do it because I thought that had a crack in it. And then I was pressed for time for this knife here. But I'll tell you what, I just love this knife. It turned out great. For a leaf spring, I think it's a pretty nice knife. Well guys, that's knife number 5. I think it turned out the best. Out of all the knives I've made so far, this one turned out the absolute best to me. I really, really like this knife. I actually made this knife for a coworker of mine. He has a son-in-law. He's got a birthday coming up and he wanted a knife to give to him. So Robbie, I hope you enjoyed the knife, man. It's a nice knife. I don't have a sheath to give to him. I haven't got the tools to make sheaths yet. But one of these days, I'm hoping that I can get the tools to start making the sheaths. So Robbie, I hope you enjoyed. I'd like to tell everybody thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe or leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Till next time.